Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be covering the 2025 Dash for Cash race. It is a beautiful day for a wonderful, exciting four-corner office park crit, and we're off. This is the 35 plus and 50 plus 3, 4, 5 field. So they combined 2 age groups and 3 cats together for this race. Made for a larger field, pretty good racing. Yeah, I love this race. Even though the map indicates it's exceptionally boring. At Dash for Cash, they do a cool thing where after the first couple laps, every single time, every lap, there's a preem of $10 for the first rider across the finish line. This makes for some really fun dynamic racing, as some riders are racing for preems and stacking $10 at a time, while other riders are racing for a result at the end. So the racing is pretty dynamic, it's interesting, and it's fun. The course itself, very simple. We've got 4 right-hand corners. They're so open that if you're taking the ideal line, you can just pedal the whole time through the entire race if you wanted to. So yeah, the course is what it is. Typically coming around this corner, there's a little bit of a headwind before you hit the finish line straightaway. Average speeds are usually pretty high at this course, and it also kind of has a reputation for being a crash fest. Some people don't call it Dash for Cash, but they call it Crash for Cash. Either way, I'm out here with Dolce Vita. I've got myself, Bob, Massimo, and Pierre, so there's 4 of us in this race. Our plan coming into today was to kind of see how things unfolded, and we didn't really have too many like, oh, you know, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, but we were kind of play it by ear. I definitely wanted a result at this race and felt pretty good in the field. The usual suspects team-wise are here. You can see Penn Velo right in front of me. Now we're cutting forward to the first move, which is made by Penn Velo off to the left there. That's Vassal. We'll be seeing more of him later. He puts in the first dig, and the group responds. The other teams, really quickly, you've got San Jose, we've got Penn Velo, we've got Alto Velo, and we've got La Marinda Racing. There are a few other individuals who are super strong in this field as well, such as Matt Axford, Nick Lamb, and I don't know it at the time, but David Chang is also someone that I need to be seeing and keeping track of in this race. Oh, and Matt Pike as well, guy who races on the track and has some really, really good long bomb numbers. So anyway, we did a lap. First move goes up the field, and I don't worry about it. I'm trying to conserve my energy. We're only 4 or 5 minutes into this race. I think we're 6 minutes into the race. Yeah, totally fine. And then now we've cut forward a little bit forward, and I wanted to highlight the rider that I just passed in purple. That is Matt. I raced against him at the Golden State Series, and a very awesome, fun rivalry is starting to bloom there as 2 people who like to sprint it out and be the fast man at the end. So I definitely was watching him this race, and I know that he knows how to navigate the end of a race very well. So by sitting on someone's rear wheel, you can take notes, learn from them, and kind of study and learn for yourself and be a better racer even mid-race, to try and get a result. And so that was one of my goals today, was to get to the finish, try to win it, and follow the wheels of people I know who can deliver. Right, so moving forward, I wanted to cover how some riders ride kind of a looser bike than others. You'll see this rider in the white jersey up here. They kind of ride their bike in a more loose manner than some people would prefer. And I just wanted to cover what it's like following a rider like that, and how just using good principles for protecting your wheel result in it not being a problem. Because some people might look at this and be like, hey, that's crazy, I don't want to be anywhere near that person. But as long as you're riding your bike in a way that is safe when riding next to anyone, this kind of doesn't matter. If someone wants to ride their bike a little looser like this, I actually don't have a problem with it. But I wanted to highlight that as long as you protect your wheel and make passes decisively on individuals who maybe ride their bike naturally a little more loose than others, it's really not a problem. So I find myself behind riders like this actually quite often. No one wants to fight, wants to be behind them, frankly, even though it's fine as long as you employ good, like the same thing that you do with anyone else regarding space, and maybe a little more. But I thought that was something I wanted to highlight, just because I know sometimes riders just naturally kind of like move back and forth a little more, and it's okay to follow those people if you're comfortable with it and just riding safely. Okay, we're jumping forward. There's a preem lap. Another $10 is up for grabs, and the sprint gets really heated here, and as a result, we're really picking up the pace. I took a fast inside line when I saw the move going, not because I wanted the preem, but because it looked like a move that could be promising. I shout back right here, hey, we've got a gap, and I'm definitely interested and down to roll a break here and not go to a sprint or sprint from a reduced field. So I put in a dig to try and motivate the maybe 5 or 6 of us total who had a gap to the field after that pretty hotly contested preem. And so I do a pretty good little dig here, try to get the group moving and motivated, but when I look back, it doesn't look really good. In the end, perhaps it was too early, perhaps it didn't have the right people, but we have some teams represented, right? There's San Jose, there's La Miranda, and yeah, ultimately it didn't work out. But I figured I'd try again at some point later in the race, and this is that point. We're now maybe a little over halfway through the race, and the move of the day occurs. My teammate Massimo puts down a bunch of power, and Vassal on Altovelo once again follows him into this move, and I decide I want to give that one a go too. This looks good. So Massimo, Vassal, and myself are now separated. Massimo's putting in a big effort right here. I can see that he's a little gassed, so I say, hey, hop in, ride wheels, and I'll work with Vassal here to try and see if we can keep this one away. Now, Vassal is worried here that I'm trying to pip him for the preem. That's why he's looking back. He's a very smart rider. He's constantly looking back to see if I'm going to try to take him at the line for the $10. But I'm far more interested in actually working with him here, and that's what we start to do. So I sped this up because we spent a fair amount of time in this breakaway, and long story short, we're rolling turns. Massimo was kind of like behind me, taking a rest and hanging on. But after 8 minutes, we were pressing on pedals, and the 5 laps to go marker was out, and they were kind of reeling us in. And I'm trying to motivate Vassal here to yeah, I just told Vassal there's some real sprinters in the field, which is true. I might be one of them, but there's also real sprinters in the field. But he pulled the plug on our break, basically. I was willing to keep pushing, but he said, nah, let's not do it. And in the end, that might have been the right choice, actually. But on the heels of us getting caught, look at who goes up the road, my teammate Bob. Talk about an amazing teammate and the right thing to do. As soon as your teammate gets caught, what do? Attack over the top. And that's exactly what he did. He attacked, put in a big dig here, and he forced the field to chase, and now I don't have to chase, and neither does my teammate Pierre here right in front of me. we can sit back, and if no one wants to go after this, there's only like, yeah, 5 laps to go, 4 laps to go. There's not that many minutes left in this race, actually. So someone has to claw them back. I think he went up the road with one other person, and as you can see, the gap is reasonable right off the get-go here. So this is really nice for me, who's trying to kind of conserve energy after being in the break for 8 minutes and burning a lot of matches to keep it away, because I do want to go for the sprint now. And now once again, we're back. We're on Matt's wheel, and this is, coming into this race, I knew this is the wheel that I wanted to mark and the wheel that I wanted to stay on. He did a really good job at the Golden State Race Series. He knows how to manage and navigate the end of a race really well to put himself in a position to win. So this is me taking notes and acknowledging that, you know, he might be better at this than me. So I'm gonna try to learn something, and if all goes well, I do a good job of following his wheel and maybe end up first, second, or third. If it doesn't go well, I've learned something from it at the end of the day. So I'm taking notes right now, and I'm hoping that he's gonna guide me on up. The race is getting quite fast. We're coming around, this is the last half lap, and Matt Pike, I believe it is, takes off, and he starts doing what, like, his 1K effort that I guess he's a specialist at. And Matt takes the ride, Axford takes the ride, I take the ride right behind him, and we're pretty early, you know, like reasonably early. So I wasn't sure if this was gonna end up being a problem for us down the final straightaway, but he peels off, and that leaves Matt in front of me, and I kind of just have the right timing, and I get the dub. Amazing. This is my first win, and importantly, you see that blue jersey coming up on my right? That's David Chang. I think if we had another 20 feet or so, I might not have gotten first place. I think David might have beat me if there was 10 more feet to the line, maybe 20 more feet. But yeah, the point is he was coming up quite fast. Vassal is lamenting the fact that I kind of like Vassal's lamenting the fact that I kind of was like, hey, there's sprinters back there, but I was the sprinter. Again, I didn't lie to the man. There are sprinters back there. But I also did say that I wasn't one of them. But what a great race. Super exciting. I don't know, it's so cool to get a win after 5 years of trying my hand at racing bicycles and training and putting in efforts and working with the team all year, and for many races I'm taking a domestique role as lead out man or covering early moves. So to be able to have my day on top of the box and put it all together for the team and with the team, and thanks to the team, right? Pierre, Massimo, and Bob, all their efforts were super important to be able to allow me the opportunity to put it together. So I'm really happy I could when I did. And yeah, super fun race. Super happy to get my first official win. And you know, let's see you on the next one. Maybe I'll get another podium. Let's see. We'll find out. Ciao.